Hey, my name is Talgadi Simbaev. I am the official representative of the Omsk State Medical University. A week has passed since the beginning of the admission campaign at our university. We have already received many requests regarding admission and managed to issue 11 admission letters for our future students. For those who still have doubts, today we will have an interview with the rector where she will answer the most common questions of applicants and their parents.
Hello, dear applicants and dear parents. Today we are very lucky to interview the rector of the Omsk State Medical University, Professor, Doctor of Medical Sciences, corresponding member of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Maria Anatolievna Levzan. Nice to see you, Maria Anatolievna.
Nice to see you too.
Thank you for finding the time. Maria Anatolievna, we'd like to ask you some of the questions that our applicants and their parents from the foreign countries ask most frequently. Omsk State Medical University is a very popular university both in the city of Omsk and in Siberia as a whole, and it has recently become very popular also abroad, in countries such as India and Pakistan. What do you think makes the university unique?
Well, first of all, ours is a university with a century-long history. You will agree that such a serious path that our university has already passed does signify a lot. Of course, we started out with a very small department, the Department of Medicine. The university comprises now 5 departments, a college, huge resources aimed at educating top-notch professionals. And of course, this particular feature, on the one hand, the more than a centuries-long history of the university, and on the other hand, the desire to innovate, the desire to expand, the desire to achieve excellence in educating specialists probably makes our university unique and popular.
Yes, I agree with you. The second question is very frequent. A frequent question from the parents of our applicants is security. How is security being ensured on campus and in the university dormitory?
Security is a priority for us as well. And in general, if we talk about what are the tasks of the university, it is not only to create conditions for top-class professionals to graduate from our university who will be in demand after graduation, but also, of course, that these professionals grow and are educated by all of us in very good, comfortable and secure environment. And we have elaborated a whole system to that end. And of course, on the one hand, this is a requirement of the founder, but on the other hand, we have made additional efforts here to make the educational environment as safe as possible. Well, first of all, the requirements of the state. Of course, we talk about the fact that we are regularly inspected by the authorities, and they check compliance with requirements, including fire safety, food regulations, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, there is awareness on our part when we talk about the fact that we accept students and realize the responsibility that we have toward the parents and the community, so that no one would have even the slightest concern. Everyone will be very comfortably housed, and the conditions for their stay and education will be comfortable as possible, just like we would do for our own children. Therefore, of course, on the one hand, we have a mentoring component. We have special supervisors at each dormitory, and there is a 24-hour security system. It should be noted these are private security companies and not our own staff. These employees have undergone training and have been certified by all the authorities that we have in the Russian Federation. We have round-the-clock emergency buttons that enable the fastest possible response and allow to bring in additional forces if necessary. Of course, we are not just looking at what we have in terms of fire safety regulations, but we are also looking at how everything is being operated. Well, we have kitchens, for example. Because what if our resident students want to eat something extra right now, not within some set hours, but extra? And there are all the conditions for this, the same as they would have, for example, if they were living at home. So we make sure that everything is kept in perfect condition, that all the equipment that is provided to our students is also certified and maintained in proper quality.
I think after these words, all the doubts of the parents should evaporate. So do come to our university, to our city, you will be very welcome. And the next question concerns the practical part this time. I mean that practice, the practical part, constitutes for sure the biggest part of becoming a doctor. How does the university ensure the practical element in the study process? Would you please tell me?
You are absolutely right. Our training is exactly practice-oriented. And in general, of course, we strive to ensure that specialists who graduate from our university do not just have theoretical knowledge. We want them to prove in their daily practice that they are indeed professionals. In order for them to learn practical skills, we have on the one hand a simulation and accreditation center. These are simulators of the latest international standards on which they can hone their practical skills. At the same time, we have access to the special feature of the Russian medical tradition, learning at the patient's bedside. We provide this opportunity and strongly encourage our students to use it. Because this is real clinical practice, there are few places where you can hone all your skills this way, at the patient's bedside. Communication skills, skills of examination and diagnosing, and accordingly the treatment, which is carried out under the guidance of experienced and qualified mentors. What do we do to that end? First of all, we have internships in our medical institutions already from year one. Of course, everyone has a mentor assigned. Again, it does not mean they will be just sent to a medical institution and will just walk around there and see how it's done in real clinical practice. No, there will be a mentor assigned to watch them learn practical skills, how they integrate into the medical system. That is why we have practical training already from year one. Certainly already after we begin to master the clinical disciplines. All of our clinical departments are based at the leading medical institutions. This is very important because you don't just need to know what the ECG is, but here it is, the ECG of a specific patient. Not taken from a textbook and replicated hundreds and thousands of times, but in order for them, our students, to be able to put their theoretical knowledge into practice. That is why we bring our students into medical institutions.
Thank you very much for your answer. And the last question, it is clear that the students come from far away. It's a completely different culture, a different temperament. How do the university employees help the students to adapt? That is, to adapt in a new and very different cultural environment.
Of course, we have a service that makes it as comfortable as possible to go through all the adaptation steps. But above all, our entire staff has great respect for the culture that our students come with. Moreover, we are very keen to get to know them. And it's great, and we welcome it when they talk about how their daily life is set up, what they are interested in, what's important to them. Because creating a comfortable environment is one of the conditions for them to later successfully master all the required disciplines. Now then, we have a number of activities that we'd like to direct your attention to. And I think it is very important specifically for parents to hear that too. Well, first of all, each student is assigned a personal mentor. Well, we call it a tutor, a mentor. That is a senior student that allows you to adapt as quickly and comfortably as possible to the conditions at our university. Direct communication is established with practically their peer who can easily show how the buildings are arranged, where everything is located, which places are better, even how to arrange their daily life issues. I think it is very important. In addition, we have a supervisor assigned to every group who is in charge, mind you, of an extracurricular activities. What does that mean? Extracurricular activities, it means that they look whether the student is comfortable, what the student wishes are. On a daily life level, in terms of furthering their personal growth and development, what would they like to get? We have every opportunity for doing sports as well. We have opportunities to get involved in dancing, we welcome it. By the way, we hold very interesting student events, including, for example, such as the initiation of students. Meet Your Neighbor Student Spring. And then there are those absolutely brilliant and unique concert performances by our students. This is, of course, fantastic because it is an opportunity to directly see the culture of another country, and on the other hand, to show your culture in order to establish closer interaction now and in the future, it seems to me to be important. That is, we will make our students feel, well, on the one hand, like at home, and on the other hand, so that they have the opportunity to learn new things as well, to see and learn what's interesting about our culture too. We therefore try to make the learning process comfortable, to make the daily life comfortable, as good neighbors and as close friends.
That is great. Thank you very much, Maria Anatolievna, for your time and for your answers. Dear applicants, I hope we have answered all of your questions. And we'll be happy to see you at the Omsk State Medical University. You are very welcome.
Welcome, we'll be waiting for you.